I'm going to talk to you about the Duesenberg Les Trem, but before I do, I wanted to quickly share a story that this whole situation kind of reminded me of. So I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, which is a part of the world that is known for having great pizza. Well, a few years back, a new pizza place called Raza opened up, and literally everyone was saying that the pizza was so amazing. So Mystery Girl and I went and waited online. By the way, we would never wait online for anything, but we waited online for this pizza, we tried it, and we were kind of disappointed. But then a few months after that, even more people started saying it was amazing. Every list online, the New York Times started saying it's the best pizza in the world. So I went back by myself, tried the pizza again, and I was still disappointed. And here's the point of the story. Raza doesn't make bad pizza. In fact, I would say that it's good pizza. But Mystery Girl and I are just not super fond of thin crust pizza. And that's pretty much how I feel about the Duesenberg Les Trem. If you like a Bigsby style bridge, you will probably like the Duesenberg Les Trem. But this is now my second time trying this bridge, and I feel the exact same way. I'm just not a big Bigsby person. But let's talk more about it. So we're up to episode 3 of the Gibson Experiment, the series where I explore a single gear category in extreme detail over an extended period of time. And I told you in a prior episode that I need some type of tremolo bridge on my guitars. In episode 1, I tried the Vibrola bridge in store, and I liked it a lot, but I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to keep it in tune, so I didn't buy it. And funny enough, my friend Mike Adams messaged me saying that the Vibrola can stay in tune if you set it up right. But Mike is also an awesome tech, and he could probably make just about anything stay in tune, and I'm pretty much an idiot. By the way, you should check out his channel if you haven't yet. It's absolutely amazing, especially if you like offset guitars like I do. So anyway, I bought this SG, and I already had in my mind the trem that I wanted to install on it, and it was not the Les Trem. But then I released episode 1, and I got a ton of comments saying I should install the Les Trem, so here we are. And by the way, if you appreciate the fact that I still read all of my comments and consider them, give this video a like, and leave a comment below what you would like to see next. So the Les Trem installed super easily. It really only takes a couple of seconds, and there was just one small issue. The size of this pickguard makes it so that the Les Trem is not going to sit perfectly flush with the body. Now you could easily cut a small slot in the pickguard to fix that issue, and I've done that in the past with Fender guitars and Floyd Rose bridges. It takes a couple of seconds. It's a really simple mod to make. And if I were going to make the Les Trem my permanent bridge on this guitar, I'd probably cut the pickguard like I said. I'd also installed either nylon or roller saddles, and I'd double check to make sure that my nut was cut perfectly. And even though I didn't do any of those things, the Les Trem is still working really well on this guitar. And the funny thing is, I already tried the Les Trem in a past video, and I already knew it works well. In fact, I'll throw in a test from that video since that guitar was set up with the Les Trem in mind, and I didn't do it perfectly on this guitar. For those who don't know, the Les Trem is essentially everyone's favorite replacement for a Bigsby style bridge, and it has been staying in tune very, very well. So yes, the Les Trem is great, it can work really well, and I already knew that. But I grew up enjoying the standard pizza you can get from any pizza spot, and 2-point trems, Floyd Rose, Kaler, Wilkinson 2 points, so on and so forth. That's the type of bridge that I really like. So if you like the feel of a Bigsby and you like the taste of thin crust pizza, I can wholeheartedly recommend the Les Trem. And although I don't prefer either thing, I appreciate you suggesting it in the comments below. And if you appreciate these unbiased gear reviews, consider supporting my Patreon link below. You'll get exclusive lessons, early access to these videos, and lots of other stuff. So I'm going to do my best to answer a few questions that I think I'm going to get in the comments below, but if you have any more, you can leave them below and I'll answer them. Does the guitar still dive downward with the extra weight of the bridge? Yes, it still does. A few people also mentioned that the reason I'm getting dive is because I put these locking tuners on there. When I changed these tuners, I took the old ones out and I tried holding guitar with no tuners in the headstock whatsoever, and it was still diving. So it's not because of the extra weight of these tuners that's making this guitar dive. Another thing people are probably going to ask me is why I don't like Bigsby style bridges. And to be completely honest, I think it's just because I grew up using 2-point bridges, Floyd Rose, even 6-screw design bridges. I just know how to work with them. I know their little quirks. I know how to get it to feel exactly the way I want it to feel it. And then when I get to a Les Trem or a Bigsby, the spring mechanism is different, the arm adjustment is different. So yes, I know it will stay in tune and all of that stuff, but it's just not a bridge for me, at least not right now. But I will say in terms of aesthetics, it looks really, really cool on this guitar. So if you want that traditional look and you still want to be able to use a whammy bar, you want it to stay in tune, and you don't mind upgrading to a roller bridge or a nylon bridge or a Graphtec bridge, then this is a great option, I think. But now that I tried the Les Trem twice for you all, it's time that I do something for myself, and that's trying the bridge that I originally wanted to use on this Gibson SG. And I already had in my mind the trem that I wanted to install on it, and it was not the Les Trem. And we'll see how this installs and works on this guitar in the next episode of the Gibson Experiment.